Hi everybody, it's me Mike Celestino from LaughingPlace.com, and I've got the new Star Wars Force Effects Elite Darth Revan lightsaber from Hasbro, and the fine folks at Hasbro were nice enough to send this over to us to review, so I'm going to do that today on this video. Very excited to check this out and share it with you guys. If you don't know who Darth Revan is, this is a character from the Old Republic video game series, introduced way back in the Knights of the Old Republic game. It was probably like 17, 18 years ago or something like that. And without spoiling too much, although by now I figure if you care, you probably know, Darth Revan is kind of both the villain and the protagonist of that first Knights of the Old Republic game. But I won't say anything more than that. Love that game. One of the best video games that I've ever played, certainly among my favorites. So I definitely recommend checking it out. They've also made action figures of Darth Revan, and I'm pretty sure at this point he's been referenced somewhere in the current canon. So they brought him like into the new Disney era canon as well. So he does like technically exist in the distant past of the Star Wars universe, as he did in the original games where he appeared. But I'm going to set this down. We're going to open up the box. We're going to check out what's inside, and then we'll do a fun review and check out this cool Force Effects Elite Darth Revan lightsaber. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to slice open the box here with this box cutter. And this is the box that Hasbro sent out to the media. I'm not sure what the box would look like to consumers who actually bought the product, but it's got a nice image of Darth Revan and the purplish lightsaber here on the side. It's strange to me that we don't see the actual lightsaber hilt, but I'm sure we'll find out what that looks like as soon as we open things up here. Okay, so I bet this is the box that you get if you actually purchase the Darth Revan lightsaber. We've got some flyers inside here from Hasbro. This is telling the story of Darth Revan. Let me see if I can get the glare off there. Yeah. History of Darth Revan, and talking about the lightsaber and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, just more information about the product, telling us to tell you that Hasbro sent it to us for free. And the FTC guidelines, we're going to hashtag Hasbro and free product and stuff. But let's check out the actual lightsaber itself. This is a really cool looking box, and now we do get to see what the hilt is going to look like, so that's neat. I didn't remember what the Darth Revan lightsaber hilt looked like from the game, but this is kind of refreshing my memory. And there's his helmet, obviously. So let's use the box cutter here and start slicing this baby open as well on both sides. Wow. And there's what we get inside the packaging. Let's just move this up like that. So you got the lightsaber hilt. The blade is here along the top. Let's see, what is this? This looks like some kind of manual, I guess. There's a plastic cover over this whole thing that will pop off. And, okay, here's a little manual, instruction manual on how to operate this. This hilt looks amazing. And there's a display stand, a couple different display stands. Oh, maybe that's a belt clip, I think. So let's start getting into this and take out the individual pieces. Alright, let's get in here tighter for a closer look at the Darth Revan Force Effects Elite Black Series lightsaber. I'm going to pop the hilt out of the case here. It's got a nice weight to it, but I would say the one I got from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the hilt is a little bit heavier. This is not terribly heavy. It's pretty light, but it does feel metallic. It's not plastic as far as I can tell. And there's two buttons here on the hilt, but I think it looks really nice. There's a green button and a larger red button, but Really, really nice looking hilt. And then I'm going to take out the blade. Okay. There's the blade. Oh, this is where the Kyber Crystal sits. This is the little casing for the Kyber Crystal, which is clear inside there. You know, the ones you get from Galaxy's Edge each have their own color, and that affects the color of the blade. But this one has a clear crystal, as we know from Darth Revan. And his lightsaber is going to change from red to purple. So this has got to have multiple colors. And I guess for that reason they went with the clear crystal. I don't remember if there's a clear crystal as part of the story, but that's cool to have a clear Kyber crystal in there. This is the stand that we're going to use to display the lightsaber after it's assembled and stuff. And then there's also, I want to say this is the belt hook. So you can wear the hilt on your belt, but I'm not entirely positive about that. Let's see if there's a place to hang it from your belt on here. I'm not seeing that, but let's try to figure that out, shall we? Okay, so according to the instruction manual here, this piece is actually just another part of the stand. It just kind of hooks on the back of the stand here, and that's going to hold the lightsaber up. Actually, this is going to be the front of the stand, and it's going to hold the lightsaber up when we get it together. Okay, so the first thing that it wants me to do to prepare this for use is to unscrew the bottom here. So that just comes right off. And then out slides the battery pack, the battery compartment, where we're going to insert 3 AA batteries. So let me grab those. Okay, I've got 3 AA batteries, and they just go in like that, and like that. Then we take our hilts back, and there's a specific direction, obviously, and a specific position this needs to be in. Just spin it until it slides in. And then I've got the cover here in my pocket. I'll take it out and screw it back in onto the end. Just like that. Simple as that. Now the hilt has the batteries inside. Let's see about attaching the blade. Okay, so to install the blade, we actually have to open these little protrusions up, all 3 of them there, and we're going to remove this unscrewable cap. Again, on the top this time. Oh, okay, and then the emitter itself comes off, and we take the blade, and the gray end just goes into the hilt like that. Then you want to twist once you've inserted it all the way, and then this black cap without the emitter piece, you can put it, or you have to put it on the top of the blade and slide it all the way down, and then screw that in like that. So you lose the emitter in there, but I guess we're pretending that it's supposed to be within the blade, and then you close these back up to give it that look, the finished look. Alright, it's time to fire this up. So to start to ignite the lightsaber, you just press this red button here, and we get a nice red glow for when Darth Revan is evil. And that looks really, really cool. Of course, you've got the sound effects going as well. And if you want to deflect some blaster shots, you just press the smaller green button. Pretty cool. Pretty cool effect. And there's another effect where if you want to cut through a wall or a door, you just hold the green button down and it does this. Gives it kind of a rainbow feel. That's kind of cool. And again, these are the blaster deflect light and sound effects. That's really neat. And then if you want the lightsaber to change colors, if you want the blade to change colors, you just hold down both of the buttons for when Darth Revan goes from good to bad. I'm just getting the dust, some of the dust from my floor off the blade here, but let's do the color change effect. Here we go. That's pretty sweet. That's now it's a purple blade, and you got all the same effects. Here's the deflecting blasters. Here's the cutting through a door. Kind of the rainbow effect. Yeah, I think that looks pretty great. And then the red button again is just going to turn it off and back on. Let's do off with the red color. So we'll go back to red by holding both buttons, and then we turn it off. Slides all the way off. I think that's pretty great. And I turned the light off so we had some better view of the lighting effects on the lightsaber. But very, very happy with the performance and sound and light of this. And I actually kind of I like the weight of this weapon compared to the Galaxy's Edge one. The Galaxy's Edge one is a little heavy, actually, compared to this. And this is a nice lightweight that's probably good. I have no idea how to sword fight or anything. I have no training in that whatsoever, but I think anybody who does know some lightsaber moves is going to get a real kick out of this, how this handles and stuff, and I'm sure it's great. There's the sword clashing effect. I'm not pressing any buttons when I do this. Here we go. So you got to really impact it, but there you go. It doesn't know when you're swinging it, I think. Yeah, there you go. And then, pretty good. And here's the deflecting blaster shots again. And switching back one more time to red. Pretty cool. Now you may be asking, what is this Kyber Crystal casing for? Doesn't play into when you've actually got the blade in, but you can remove the blade and put this in. This unscrewable cap spins off, slides all the way to the top. Then we turn the blade in the other direction, and it comes out of the hilt. And then the Kyber Crystal just goes right in here where the blade would go. And then you just screw back on the emitter and this cap. Okay. Now I'm going to turn the light off again. And the Kyber Crystal does emit a red light from inside. And you can do the same thing by pressing both buttons down and change the light to purple. So, kind of the same effect, a similar effect, but without the blade. So the Kyber Crystal does have a function of a sort, as it's corrupted back to evil there. Pretty cool. Okay, and the last thing we have to check out here is what this is going to look like on the display stand there. So we just take the lightsaber hilt and I'm going to put it here just rests in that bottom piece that I thought was a belt clip. Though there is no belt clip on the lightsaber, and that's a little disappointing to me. I think if you were going to want to cosplay as Darth Revan or something, you would want to wear this on your belt when you're not fighting with it or using it as a sword. You could just wear it around on your belt, and that doesn't appear to be possible. But it does sit pretty well in the display stand here, and it's going to look pretty nice on the shelf for sure. Get another angle of it here. Pretty cool. I think they did a great job, other than, yeah, the lack of the belt clip is confusing for me. Unless there's something about Revan that I'm forgetting, that he doesn't ever wear the hilt on his sash or his belt or anything. That's pretty strange, but I do like the way it looks sitting on the stand here, for sure. Alright, that's it. The Darth Revan Force Effects Elite Black Series lightsaber from Hasbro. Thanks again to Hasbro for sending this over for us to review. I think it's really, really cool, and I think people who are a fan of, you know, the Knights of the Old Republic video games, the Old Republic video games, or even just Darth Revan in general as a character are going to want to pick this up, and especially if you're going to cosplay as Darth Revan at the next Star Wars celebration 2 years from now, you're going to want to grab this and have it in your collection. That's the Star Wars, the Black Series, Darth Revan Force Effects Elite lightsaber from Hasbro. Thanks again for watching. This is Mike Celestino from LaughingPlace.com. We'll see you real soon. Bye!